So I will start us out. I'm Mary Ellen Zung,
And I'm Evey Schweig.
and we are both certified holistic health coaches with a common passion for educating, guiding, and inspiring people to live their best lives through healthy lifestyle choices. And this TAKE20 program is a way to share current health topics in a short 20 minutes that will help you improve your health.
That's right. And by participating in this program, we hope to inspire everyone here to take steps to live their best lives.
Yeah. So in this and future topics, we'll discuss ways for you to improve your health through eating a healthier diet, upping your physical activity, getting better sleep, maintaining healthy relationships, looking at your career even, and stress management. So important.
Right. And again, too, if you missed the monthly topics and want to check them out, you can find recordings on our Facebook group, which is called Tips for a Healthy Lifestyle with Evey and Mary Ellen. Or you can go to our YouTube channel, which is TAKE20 Tips.
So spring is approaching. We've felt it in the air, right? The crocuses are coming up. And well, at least here in New Jersey. As you know, we're Evie and I are both very fond of talking about how important it is to eat healthy. But right now, like everyone else, we are very concerned with the coronavirus that's going around and are looking for ways to protect ourselves.
Right.
So I don't know about you, but I've been particularly vigilant about washing and cleaning my hands, avoiding crowds, and avoiding touching surfaces that others may be touching often.
Mm-hmm.
But eating a healthy diet can also help us ward off infection. In fact, 70% of our immune system can be found lining the digestive tract.
Right.
So what we eat can directly support or harm our immune system, depending on what we're eating.
Mm-hmm.
So when Evie and I initially thought about today's topic, we wanted to focus on the detoxing power of spring foods. And little did we know how important this topic would be given the rising corona epidemic, because detoxing is one way to strengthen your immune system.
Right. I was also thinking too, it's great that we can do something like this where we can reach out to people and not be crowded into a room, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, Mary Ellen, all of those precautions that you mentioned will help keep the virus from spreading, right? But another piece to the puzzle is how your body is going to deal with the virus if it does get exposed.
Right.
And that is when it's important that your immune system is as strong as possible and functioning at its optimal level. And certain foods can help do this, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So right now we should also be thinking about what we're eating to strengthen our ability to fight off infection. And one of the ways to do that is to get back in touch with the foods we eat. And the foods that we're going to talk about today help detoxify our bodies and at the same time strengthen our immune system.
Right. And, maybe what we should do is just take a moment to talk about what it really means for the body to detox. I mean, we hear that word a lot, right? Especially this time of year during the flu season. And many companies promote their products, and they would like to have us believe that we need their products in order to purge the toxins from our bodies. And while some of these supplements can help our body maintain itself, what we really need to think about is how to keep our body running properly. And we can do that with the right kinds of foods and lifestyle choices.
Mm-hmm.
And that way, we're supporting the organs of our body that are naturally designed to do the job of detoxing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And when our detox organs are functioning properly, we naturally have a stronger immune system, as I mentioned, but also we have better moods, better digestion, lower inflammation. Inflammation has been proven to be the cause of many of the chronic diseases that we have today. And it also gives us more energy.
Yeah. So you might be asking, well, what is it that we actually have to detox from if our body is, built to help us detox? what's going on? Why do we have to detox? There's a couple of things. There's, for one, the toxins in our environment. Since the 1950s, 70,000 chemicals have been added to our environment, and this affects our air, our water. So there's chemicals in our air. There's secondhand smoke in our air, car exhaust, and that's growing all the time. There's chemicals and prescription drugs and even hormones in our water.
Right.
Our bath and beauty products are filled with chemicals and toxins, and our cleaning products too.
Yeah. Things that are supposed to be
So,
cleaning our house are actually leaving behind trace
yeah,
chemicals.
yeah.
Yeah.
So one is our environment. Another thing that we really need to detox from is our toxic lifestyle.
Mhm.
So what does that mean? That means, our stress, our job, our worries.
Mhm.
How are we sleeping? Are we overweight? There's lack of exercise. We're looking at our screens all the time. We're down here. So we're not getting out. And all that stress is toxic at the cellular level. And day after day, it leads to chronic stress, inflammation, and inflammation is the start of all disease. So lifestyle is the second one. The third one is the toxins in our food that we have to think about. So that's pesticides, as we know, that are sprayed on our produce, our plants, chemicals, additives to process food, stabilizers, and food dyes, especially in like children's products. That's these colorful foods. The kids want these things.
Right.
No good. You've all heard of BPAs, which are used in making plastics, and phthalates, which are added to add flexibility to plastics.
Right.
And
So many things
those
are
are
in
toxic.
plastic, right? Yeah.
Mhm. Actually, next month, we're going to be talking about the plastics in our food.
Right.
So that's a whole other big topic. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the food containers, our water containers, they're endocrine disruptors. So that prevents hormones from doing their jobs. So a lot of the clients Evie and I see have, hormone issues because of our toxic environment.
Right.
And then the fourth area of toxins is our processed foods, like I said. So we know it's high in added sugars, high in refined carbohydrates, high in sodium. There's in our animal products, there's hormones and antibiotics being added to, our animals, chicken, cows, peas, not peas, and
Good. Like
including,
people.
including, our dairy products for sure.
Right. Right.
So lots of areas of concern for
Right.
toxins.
And if it's in the food, when we eat it, it's incorporated into our bodies.
Sure.
So it does matter the quality that's going in, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit more about this detoxification then, and what exactly the job of detoxification is, in our bodies. The main job of detoxification is to break down and eliminate these harmful substances that you mentioned, Mary Ellen, right? And eliminate them from the body. And there are many organs of the body that do this. Each of them have their own job. There's the lymphatic system, which helps to purify the fluids in the blood. The colon actually does some detoxifying by helping get rid of fat-soluble toxins. Kidneys can get rid of water-soluble toxins. And our skin, too, is an organ. And believe it or not, it's a very big detoxifying organ. Whenever we sweat, toxins are released through the sweat and our pores. So these are all really important parts of keeping our body healthy. But the liver is actually the primary organ of detoxification. And it works like, I like to think of it as like a giant sieve that filters out the bad and leaves the good in the body. So
Mhm.
if you think of the liver as maybe like the oil filter of a car, It's an easy way to think about its job. So in a car, the oil circulates through the engine. It helps to lubricate the engine, keeps it running smoothly. But as a result, dirt starts to accumulate due to general, day-to-day wear and tear. And if this filter is not maintained and changed frequently, it becomes dirty, it becomes blocked and clogged. And as a result, the engine starts to get overworked. And eventually, this could even cause the engine to break down. So this is exactly what's happening in the body, more or less. It's very simplified. But once the liver gets damaged, once the liver is overworked, there are no drugs that clean the liver of these toxins or repair the damage to the liver cells. To clean and repair the liver, we need to use the principles of good nutrition. And so a healthy liver will continue to produce bile, which is so important for breaking down fats, but also helps carry away weight from the body. And the liver day to day, just like I said, with the filters out these old damaged cells, but that can also include something like cancer cells or harmful microorganisms such as bacteria, fungi, viruses, which is so important right now, and parasites. Mm-hmm. All real important jobs.
Yeah. I'm so glad I have a biologist partner to explain all that. All right. So Evie just told us about our detox system. Our bodies are amazing, always amazing to see how they're always working towards, that equilibrium for us. Right. But sometimes it has to work really hard. So that's where detoxing comes in. So let's talk about the foods for spring. So we all want to know the list, and we are going to post the list on the Facebook page after the webinar, but let's talk about these foods. So of course, alkalizing foods such as dark green leafy vegetables like spinach and Swiss chard. These dark greens, are high in nutrients that help fortify our immune system and fight inflammation. But they're especially important for detoxification because they contain high amounts of chlorophyll, which triggers the liver to eliminate toxins and prevents liver disease. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, we don't think about chlorophyll very often as a food that we eat, but it's an important part of the plant, and it actually helps us.
My grandmother would always eat the parsley. It's garnish.
Oh, and
garnish on the plate. Parsley. She would always eat it. Chlorophyll.
Well, and parsley is one of the foods that comes up next. And it's because parsley is one of those bitter greens. I remember, my grandmother also saying how bitter foods are good for the blood. I never knew what she meant. But bitter greens such as like arugula or cilantro, parsley, as you mentioned, Mary Ellen, and watercress are really good foods. They're very nutrient dense, which means that they have a lot of nutrition for us, but not a lot of calories. But they also fight inflammation and they support good health. But more importantly, talking about detox, what they do is they detoxify the body by bonding to toxic heavy metals, like lead, for instance, that can come from lead pipes, and literally escort them out of the body.
So great.
I know.
So cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and kale, cabbages, in addition to being high in nutrients and low in calories, these veggies contain fiber that helps to carry the toxins through the digestive tract instead of being reabsorbed by the body. And they also contain a powerful trio of nutrients that are used by the liver to bind and package toxins for transport out of the body. Again, amazing, that fiber.
Really important. And the liver is so important because it actually transforms these toxins and, like you said, packages them, right? So that it can be escorted out. Very important. So let's get on to the next food that we have here, which are beets and sprouts. You've heard of bean sprouts such as alfalfa or broccoli sprouts, mung bean sprouts, all important. Beets in particular, they contain a special phytonutrient called betaine, which encourages your liver to rid the body of toxins. It also protects the liver from damage. So and in addition, it also thins the bile in your liver. Remember, we were talking about that bile that gets rid of waste products and helps break down fats, right? It's important that that bile flows freely, and betaine helps it stay thin so that it can move out into the intestines and not clog up.
Yeah. So we can't forget about our lemons and citrus, grapefruits and berries. All of these fruits are low in sugar and calories and high in detox supporting fiber as well. So grapefruits in particular contain a specific antioxidant that helps the liver break down fats. And lemons contain vitamin C. Up your vitamin C these days, everybody.
Right, yes.
Flavonoids, carotenoids, and other compounds that fight oxidative damage and protect the liver.
Right. That vitamin C is so important as an immune booster, right?
Did you see that the government of China just told everybody to start taking more vitamin C? Isn't that hysterical?
I didn't see that, but it's something so basic that can really be helpful, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you know what? So we're talking about foods here, but seasonings such as garlic and onion, ginger and turmeric are really important for our health as well. And it turns out that, you know, garlic and onion that are so smelly, it's a sulfur compound that does that. And this sulfur compound is what helps create the enzymes that are needed for that liver to package up those toxins. Remember, I was talking about how it packages them for elimination. So very important, turmeric as a spice, in addition to being a wonderful flavoring for curry dishes. It's what helps make those curry dishes so nice and colorful yellow too. It's a great anti-inflammatory and is especially effective at keeping the liver healthy by preventing fat from accumulating there and clogging up that filter, right?
Yeah. So the garlic and onion, so important. Prebiotic, right?
Yes.
For the gut too.
Right.
And we can't forget drinks. So things like green tea, milk thistle tea, and lemon water are especially alkalizing and anti-inflammatory. I've been drinking a lot of the milk thistle tea lately, and that in particular can offer protection not just from food toxins, but also from drugs like Tylenol that can damage the liver when taken in high doses. So research shows that it may even help rejuvenate and repair your liver by helping to grow new cells. Amazing.
Isn't it? And you know what? I actually had a client who had non-alcoholic fatty liver. And part of the protocol that we followed was for her to drink milk thistle tea. And she actually saw such great results. And when she went back to the doctor to be tested, had great, healing that occurred. So that's really
the doctor probably said, "What have you been doing?"
Absolutely, they absolutely did. So, but I love that.
Yeah.
And so that gets us to our final list in the list here, which is fish, especially cold water fish such as salmon and tuna and halibut. Why? Because these contain a healthy fat for us, which is called omega-3. Omega-3s are particularly good at reducing inflammation and boosting immune function. So these fats prevent the production of the harmful triglycerides that form in the liver, and they maintain healthy enzyme levels in the organ. So all important. And for vegetarians, it's good to know that walnuts are actually a very high source of omega-3s as well, as is flaxseed. And I believe hemp seeds as well. So all good.
So that's the list. And again, we will
Great.
post it so that you have it. I hope you can hang on with us a few more minutes. I know we're going a little bit over, but I also wanted to tell you about if you're interested in detoxing with us, Evie and
Right.
I have put together a program called the Metamorphosis 5-Day Spring Detox Supporting Cleanse. I know, it's a long,
It's a
it's a
long
lot
name.
of words, but we tried to get it as descriptive as it could be. It's a whole food program. It's a
Right.
plant-based program. Um, we wanted to, tell you about this because it includes all of these foods that we've been talking about, the spring foods, the liver supporting foods, the
Hmm.
healing foods, the foods that are going to help your immune system right now.
Right.
So in this program, you're avoiding sugar for 5 days, alcohol, gluten containing foods. We're eating raw, not all raw, some of it's
Or
cooked, but
simply cooked.
simply
Right.
cooked.
Exactly. Hmm.
So if you sign up for the program, and we can send out more information to you if you're interested. When you
Sure.
sign up for the program, you get our cookbook with all color photos of all the recipes that we've tested.
Right.
If you did this program with us last year, we do have some new recipes. You'll
Hmm.
also get the program guide, and yeah, we'll put this on the Facebook page so you can see it. And in the meantime, if you would like more information, just feel free to reach out to me or Evie via
Right.
text or email, or however you're in touch with us.
Right. And you know what? Mary Ellen and I have been working, making some new recipes. So we've
Hmm.
probably got about a dozen new recipes, would you say,
Hmm.
Mary Ellen?
Yeah, and I just thought of one today that I want to add to
Oh,
it that I want
good.
to
And
ask
that's
you
the
about.
problem is we keep thinking of new recipes. But that's always good because it adds variety.
Hmm.
There's certainly enough there that there's and the important thing too is there's leftovers. So you're not cooking every single day. But 5 days,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
great program. We've gotten great response from previous participants.
Oh, yeah.
But so anyway, we'll be posting our list of spring foods on our Facebook page, and we encourage everybody to please stop by and take a look. It's called Tips for a Healthy Lifestyle with Evie and Mary Ellen. We periodically will post articles that we read or other information. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them there because we do check the page frequently. I think at this point, if anybody has a question that you'd like to ask, um, just let us know. I think everybody's unmuted.
We're open. Margie?
So Evie
Yeah.
and Mary Ellen, it's Margie. So when you say about get your vitamin C, would you suggest taking an actual vitamin pill, or are you talking just about, citrus fruit foods and other foods that, contain vitamin C?
Um,
Well,
Go ahead, Mary Ellen.
Well, obviously, we love the whole food first. So citrus, keep putting lemons in your water, keep eating oranges, grapefruits, clementines, red peppers, etc. I personally, I don't know about you, Evie, but I've been taking extra supplements as well.
I was going to say I do the same thing. So whole foods are great. So lemon juice, any kind of citrus this time of year is very helpful. But I also do, and especially if I feel like something might be coming on, I will actually do, about 2,000 milligrams and just
Yeah.
to kind of knock it
You
out.
can't really overdo it because
Normally,
it comes out of your urine,
right.
right
It's
away.
a
So,
water soluble.
yeah.
So, right. Exactly.
Hmm.
Exactly. So good question though. Thank you, Margie, for that one. Does
Sure.
anybody else? Oh, did that answer your question, Margie?
Yes. The only other question I had is, where do you find milk thistle tea? Do you get that at Whole Foods? I've never heard of it before.
Yeah.
Yes. You can find it at Whole Foods. You can find it on Amazon. It's, in fact, I think what I was thinking, Mary Ellen, maybe what we'll do is we'll put a link to in the Metamorphosis program so that people can just link directly to the Amazon page and be able to purchase it if they're interested.
Yeah.
So that would work. But look and you know what? Most larger grocery stores will carry milk thistle.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I think the one that we have, is it like medicinal, traditional, something like that
No,
might be the
that's
name.
not the one I have.
No?
You
Oh,
you
okay.
might have that. I forget the brand that I use. Sorry.
No, that's
I'll
okay.
look it up.
It's good. Yeah. And
I'll take a
tried
picture and I'll put it on the Facebook page.
that's a great idea.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Do we have any other questions? Well, we're coming close to the end of our time. Do we have a question?
T. Monahan, don't be shy. I saw you pop up. No?
Okay. Well, I think that was good. Hopefully everybody took a little bit of information from this. And of course, if you have any questions, we will be on the Facebook page and can answer those questions for you. Stop by. We have the list of foods if you want to refresh your memory. Those will be there as well.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks, everybody. Until next month.
Stay healthy.
Yes, please stay healthy.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye now.